Hey, how you going? Hope you're going well. Well, that time has arrived to talk about the wrath of God and its relevance in this harvest of ideas that we're seeing at this time. And obviously the passage of scripture, for those of you who know the Bible, is from Romans chapter 1, verse 18 on to the end of the chapter. Is transgender evidence of the wrath of God? Yes, it is. Basically, yes, it is. But so are a lot of other things. The transgenderism is really just another form of LGBTQ on steroids, as I talked about. And as I've said before, when man professes the age of reason has come to a 200-year kind of harvest time, when man extracts God from everything and tries to make his own reason the measuring stick, we have a dangerous situation that eventually, as Romans says, professing to be wise, they acted foolishly. And I think the transgenderism is a sign of that, in the stupidity of how we've been boastful about, understanding in everybody's feelings and not realizing that we're designed by God. There's two things that verify God. Number one is the Holy Book, the Bible. And number two is the book of creation, the book of science, which shows it. And it says it here. I've actually got a Bible with me today. It's speaking about, and it's just after God is speaking about the gospel, the good news of Jesus Christ. And then it goes on to say, for the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness. God has designed us a certain way, and we've got to live that way. We have rules and social contracts at the moment. We're seeing that operate through this, what I would call an overkill on the it is called the coronavirus, or COVID-19, or whatever it's called. Corona is the name of a car, a Toyota car. And we see the extremity of those rules, but they're implementing them without mercy. And yet we will criticize God for having, his wrath and saying, hey, that's wrong, you don't do that, and showing anger about it. It's kind of a contradiction on our own thinking and our own understanding of the social contracts that we live within. There's an interesting part of this thing where it says in verse 28, and just as they did not see fit to acknowledge God any longer, God gave them over to a depraved mind to do things that are not proper. And it speaks about homosexuality, it speaks about the gay lifestyle, and you might agree with it, you might disagree with it, but that's what the Bible speaks about. And I kind of think it's like God gives you what you want, and that's what we're seeing now. Ridiculous laws have been made about abortion, and now they're looking at stringing it out to 9 months, and the transgenderism thing. And I think it's really sad. I understand people are caught in it. It's like, there's a movement in the world for that, and people get caught up in it. And I think God is going to harvest and save people, and people are going to be loved and set free from these things. So, we can't talk about the wrath of God without considering the love of God, that God paid the price for sin. But we need to be aware. We've got what we deserve. Christians rise up. Christians start to speak up. Let's all start to speak up. Goodness me, as I said before, it's a badge of honor to wear when the woke culture wants to shut you down or shut you up. It's time to stop worrying about that. And that is happening now. God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.